welcome back. I'm getting a very late start. As you can see, the sun's down already, so we're below the horizon. Tried to be home early today, but I couldn't, so I'm gonna go ahead and grabbed all my stuff, then took a shower, took care of my responsibilities, made sure my son was fed and had enough food to survive one night. I'm going on a houseboat, gonna get ready, cast off. We're gonna be driving in the dark. We're gonna go spend the night out in the lake. I don't plan on spending a night. We're at least going to spend a few hours. But I brought everything to spend 2 nights. What I really want to do, if I have more time, I need to leave earlier today, say around 2 o'clock. A buddy of mine got a camp. It's about 25 miles away. It's about an 8-hour boat drive ride for me in the houseboat. I wanted to go out there and meet him at his camp. Spend the night, spend the day tomorrow, do some good fishing. Head back in early Sunday morning. I was planning on doing this next weekend, but next weekend the prediction is very bad weather. So instead of gambling, waiting on the weather, I've got this weekend off. I got other things I should be doing, priorities. But I'm free to make my own decisions without arguing with anyone about what I want to do. So this is what I want to do. All this hard work in this houseboat, I want to use it. So I'm gonna let you go for now. Once I get the boat loaded up and ready to go, and if everything's good, we're gonna cast off and head out to the lake. It's about an hour ride to the lake. It's gonna be after dark, which isn't a problem. I have full navigation lights, and we can take our time. I've already got a pre-cooked meal, some leftover from last night for supper. Don't have to worry about cooking tonight. We're just gonna go out there and enjoy ourselves. And it's supposed to be a clear night with some stars out, but my phone won't pick that up, so I can't share that with you. But at least I'll be doing it. And I may have a few beers at the end of the night before bed. I may not. I don't have to have a few beers. I enjoy a few beers every now and then, which is something I wasn't allowed to do, but I did anyway. I had a lot of conflict. Anyway, I'm rambling. Catch you in a little bit. Alright, I thought I was recording when I was leaving the dock, but apparently I didn't press record. We're leaving out. It is 6:38. Hope I got everything. I know I already forgot a few things. I forgot my big stove and my grill. So all I got is a little 1-burner stove with 1 little bottle of gas. So my cooking's going to be limited. That's alright. I brought bread, sandwich meat. I've got the cooler doing this thing, trying to get down to 30 degrees. I think tonight's temperature is supposed to get in the upper 60s, which is fine. I plan on sleeping with the windows open, but I forgot some of my screens, so I'm going to have a mosquito problem. Or I'd have to close up and be miserable, and it's already too late for me to go spend another 45 minutes to go get my generator to run the air conditioner, or go get my screens. So we're just gonna wing it with what we got. And we've got about an hour ride to get to the lake, and we're gonna get set up. How about your 4A bridge? Yes, sir. This is Motor Vessel Southern Life. I'm headed southbound. I appreciate the opening.
I get it ready for you.
Thank you, sir. Red lights up ahead, that's the bridge. Turned on my driving lights so you can see me a little better, so I can see there's nothing obstructing my passage through the bridgeway, because a narrow passage. I say narrow, I want to say it's 30 feet. Time to open. I believe he's swinging open right now. Let's make this passing. I don't see any obstructions. Put you out on deck. Operate 24 hours a day for cars and boat traffic. underwater fishing lights up on the left. Let me pass a little closer to them so you can see. They usually got green ones lit up when people are here. These are all camps. Too close because someone may be fishing it. That's all the other lights are off. I'm just gonna pass, see if fish are moving through it. Usually there's big fish moving through it. Speckled trout, redfish. If my goal was to fish, that's where I would stop to fish. On top of them lights. This one looks like a white one, the other one's got a green tint. We're in idle, doing 1.2 against the wind. No one's fishing it. That was a bird that just took off. So yeah, but it's pretty cool. Green fishing lights. Cypress squeaky tripod. Probably four foot under the water. The purpose of those lights is to attract the bait fish. The bait fish swim in circles above the light, and the bigger fish come have a buffet. Something cool. I don't know if y'all see that in y'all area. Moving. Got another mile to go. Maybe 2 miles. Yeah, 2 miles to go. To get to the lake, I'll bring y'all back and get a little closer. Making headway. We're passing through the locks. The locks are open tonight. Our tide's been pretty low during the winter, so they leave them open. After we pass the locks, we're going to take a right-hand turn and pass through Boudreaux Canal Bridge. We're going to head on out to the lake. Looks like we have a southwest wind. Let me see. Southeast wind. So my little spot on the cypress tree, if I chose to tie up there, should be pretty calm all night. Water depth over there, it's normally 4 foot. Right now it's probably around 3 foot. It shouldn't be a problem for me. With the motor down, I only need 2 foot of water before I touch bottom, and that would just be the motor. My boat drives about 11 inches, so 1 foot of water I can float. If I kick the motor on shallow drive, I can ride in about 16 inches of water before my skeg starts dragging the bottom. But over here we have soft bottom mud, so skeg dragging the bottom wouldn't be much of a problem. Let me try to level you off a little bit. Hard to see level because I have image stabilization on my phone. And there's a crab cage in the middle out there. Let me go around that crab cage. Or cork or floating bottle. It's a crab cage tied to a Clorox bottle. temperature outside dropped to about 70, 71. Has some perfect sleeping conditions with the windows open. I did have a steering issue I was supposed to address before I came back out, and I did not, so flirting with danger. My steering cable has too much slack in it. It's a manual cable system, so sometimes my cable jumps, it's lagging and gets really tight. It's doing it right now. I shouldn't have talked about it, but it usually only does it when I'm fighting heavy current or heavy wind, when the motor's in a bind. But it'll be alright. We're going to make it through. If something gives out, we're going to fix it the best we can. And if we can't fix it, we're going to drop anchor and just enjoy our night. But I don't expect any issues other than it binding up from time to time on hard turns, mostly when I turn to the left. How about your Boudreaux Canal Bridge?
Boudreaux Canal Bridge.
Yes, sir. I'm making the turn around the locks. I'm westbound. I appreciate the opening. This is Motor Vessel Southern Life. Usually this guy doesn't answer if he's opening or not. That bothers me. He doesn't confirm that he heard me. Looks like it's an incoming tide as well. I see the bars closing, so he did hear me. He just doesn't confirm. I don't like that. I like someone to recognize a request, or at least that he heard me. Bridge is starting to open. Backing down against the current. Bought me a little time. Yeah, we got a good, we're going 0.5 with the current, 0.6, we're almost doing 1 mile an hour current. The more I drift with it, the more it's going to pick up. Doing 2.2 when idle, 2.3. 5.6 miles per hour with the current. So yeah, we got a good 1 mile per hour current going. 5.9. 6 miles per hour. Having a little tripod adjustment issues. Alright, let me back it down. Let me leave these lights on, going to the weir. Half throttle. Once I pass this weir, the current's gonna slack off. We'll be going regular speed. A little bit of current sway. Current's pushing pretty good. Alright, let's get back on track. Got another mile to go. I'll bring y'all back when we get closer. Foot of water, still making progress. 3.3 miles per hour. Side wind, maybe 6-inch chop, 6 to 8-inch waves. Nothing to be concerned about. I'll slowly start making a left-hand turn to go find my tree. You can't see it, but I can see my tree ahead. It's in that pile of lights ahead of us. In front of us, maybe 500 yards. See if it'll zoom in. You can't see clarity. Right in the middle of the screen. I can't do it. Autofocus. But in that pile of orange lights in front of us is my tree. That's my steering cable binder. .2 foot of water. Bring it back when we're closer. Alright, we're about 80 yards from the tree. Looks like the fish are rolling too, but I might try and do a little bit of fishing. We're gonna creep up to the tree, nose up against it. I'll go into the wind. I'm about to make a slight little turn. See if we can see the tree. There's the tree. Couple 100-year-old tree. I think it's a cypress. It's weathered pretty good. 3.5 foot of water. Slow down the idle to where I can drift off to the side and get against the wind. Put you back on zero zoom. I gotta go in there. The anchor rope hasn't been used in a while, so I'm gonna bridle off the anchor rope 2-part My nose up against the tree and gives the throttle to hold me there. .2 foot. So there's a foot of water below my lower unit. There's a lot of stumps around here. It'd be hard to throw that rope around that tree. Give the tree a love tap and throttle up on it. Out of gear, reverse, bumping it forward. Oh yeah, we're on the tree. Turn myself in position, walk around it. .1, 2.8, 3.1 foot of water. Alright, I'm gonna leave the motor in gear, do what I gotta do. I like my shirt. It's a gift from Mr. Tim Daniels in Arizona. The car show is nice enough. Nice little size I wear. Sent me a nice shirt. Met Mr. Tim Daniels because of his houseboat. When I was about halfway through my cabin bill, Mr. Tim started sending me messages and we became friends. I've never met Mr. Tim personally, but I feel like he's a brother. Home connection with him. That's how I am with people. Form connection. Bond. Try to stay in touch. Tim's a good friend. He's built a nice houseboat as well. I'm a little envious of some of his houseboat work. Alright, we're going to slowly walk this rope out. We're going to make it do its thing. Back down a little bit, force that rope through. I don't want to stay close to the tree. Give me some room to walk. Straighten her out. Pick my idler up and charge back my battery. These lights in this refrigerator really pulls down my voltage. Well, the weather changed. It's 100% humidity. Fog setting in. It's just miserable in the cabin without the generator and the AC. Everything's wet, the floor, the console, my sleeping bag, the bed, everything. So if I stay here, it's gonna be a miserable night. It's about I don't know, 10:30 p.m. Visibility is low. I'm just gonna go head on in. In about an hour, it's gonna be zero visibility. So in an hour, I'll be out of the lake in the main bayou, and I'll be fine. Y'all have a good night. Good. It's just too muggy. It's not gonna be a comfortable night. It's gonna be wet all night. The floor's already wet, the console, everything's wet. Fog was supposed to happen tonight, but it did. So I can either stay with no generator, no AC, and deal with it, and wake up soaking wet, which is miserable South Louisiana. That's why I don't do much tent camping in South Louisiana. Because of this, there's nothing worse than waking up at 2 in the morning, soaking wet and hot and humid. So I think I'm gonna call it a night, head on in. And maybe tomorrow I'll come out and play. Hopefully tomorrow's a better night. If not, there's plenty other days, plenty other weekends. Visibility is it's pretty good. Another hour, the fog is predicted to be very thick and zero visibility. So it'll take me an hour to get back to the main bayou. Once I'm in the main bayou, I'm good. So we're gonna head on out. It's a good try though. It's 11 p.m. I beat the fog, but it's catching me up. Beautiful night. Still happy. I got out to go and play. Back at the dock. It's 11:30 p.m. Looks like fish are biting too. We're gonna dock right behind this little Carolina skiff. Wind starting to push me. As soon as I slow down. We're gonna bump. want to thank y'all for viewing. See y'all next round.